Well, I hope you'll forgive me, but I can't resist the temptation to say that the Coyote is quite a magnetic personality. And so we go on to the next program, in which we'll examine some of the staging and the method of staging, and the kind of colors and so on that we utilize to obtain, hopefully, comic events. That'll be our next program, and we look forward to seeing you then.
That's all, folks.
Chuck Jones will be back at 3:05 tomorrow.
Into 86 with bbc2. Will the world end before the year 2000?
In the year 1999 and 7 months, the great king of terror shall come from the sky.
A prediction of the end of the world. One of the subjects of a new series coming to bbc2. Robert Symes investigates the strange affair of. At Glastonbury, is there really an enormous zodiac inscribed into the countryside? In the Austrian village of Meierling, was the death of Crown Prince Rudolf suicide or murder? Are ancient Stone Age sites connected by tracks known as ley lines? And what is the truth behind the legend of Frankenstein?
How and when was the first account set down? Where did the idea of an artificially created human being come from? And who was the first Frankenstein?
Robert Symes introduces The Strange Affair of on Tuesday at 7:30 on bbc2.
BBC One goes back to the drawing board in a minute in A Team Game with a Difference, which involves, among other things, a water wheel, a plane and a Rolls-Royce. Here on 2, Cliff Richard takes a boat trip to stardom in the Canaries for our film Wonderful Life. Tomorrow afternoon, Cliff Richard is thinly disguised as an enterprising young pop star, with more of the good old songs in The Young Ones. That's at 3:35.
Into 86 with bbc2. This is a man who isn't fishing for fish, he's fishing for sound. The sounds are made by a dolphin talking, and such communications are the subject of this year's Royal Institution Christmas lectures starting on Monday at 5 o'clock on bbc2.
On BBC One now, the news is followed by the Circus World Championships, a contest to find the stars of the big top in various performing categories. Here on 2, the thrills and spills of winter sports in our New Year's Ski Sunday special.
A very good afternoon as we open up our new year with a Ski Sunday special. This is Schladming in Austria, the town in Styria which staged the 1982 World Championships and now becomes the setting for our first race of 1986. We have a double bill of action from the mountains because we're also at Garmisch-Partenkirchen in Germany for the traditional New Year's Day hangover cure, the massive jumps off the 90-metre hill. Well, that spectacular event to come a little later on in today's programme because we're going to begin at Schladming with the 5th men's downhill of the season. It's always been a good course for the Austrians and the fans are here in force again. Now, the 3,400-metre Planai run has been redesigned, new jumps have been added, but the most important factor is the ice. A little new snow has fallen, but underneath it's like a glacier. And that has upset the Swiss team. Training injuries have ruled out Alpiger, winner of 2 of the 4 downhills so far, and Katemann, their 1982 World Championship silver medalist here. On top of that, Zurbriggen, their new world champion, is not yet fit. But the Swiss still have strength in the top 15. Peter Wernsberger of Austria, the man who won the last downhill just before Christmas, is at 7, just ahead of Heinzer of Switzerland, the fastest man in training on this Schladming course. Hoflener of Austria at 12, the man defending his downhill title, just ahead of Muller of Switzerland, who's the best downhiller so far of this new season. Sepp Wildgruber, the West German, at the top, who raced so well in Italy, and Val Gardena to get that 3rd place. Peter Wernsberger just loosening up. 2nd to Muller in the downhill championship this season. Todd Brooker a little pensive because the season hasn't been good for him. And away goes number 1 Sepp Wildgruber of West Germany. A very different course from any we've ever seen before here at Schladming. It's much more difficult, more technical, and it's very, very icy. New jumps have been put in. First checkpoint. And Wildgruber, who's been skiing the best of his life this season. You can hear the ice there. A lot of chance to tuck and glide, but with the new additions to the course, they can catch you out. Just listen to that. If you're going to carve a turn today...